This is our last inequality example, another rational. And for this particular one, I decided it was simple enough that I would graph it. And the graph doesn't show every aspect here because I'm still going to do some actual algebra. And without the graph, how do I know exactly what that point is where they intersect? So we still have to do some normal algebra stuff like that. So the big thing is to pay attention to that 3. We're not comparing this to 0, positive or negative, greater than or less than 0. We're comparing it to 3. Now you can, like that previous example, solve it so that it's equal to 0, but that involves some extra work that I think is extra work. So I'm not going to do it. I think the graph is pretty simple. And we can see that for everything except a little bit starting at x equals, I'll show you how we figured out the -5, going to not clear on the graph, but there's just one part of the graph that is greater than that line and everything else is below that line, like that. All right. Set equal to 3, cross multiply, distribute, combine, etc., etc., etc. So that's how the -5 came into being. We still have a denominator. No matter what, it cannot equal the value that makes the denominator equal 0. That is our vertical asymptote, which is not clearly displayed on the graph, but I don't need to display it because I know it's not supposed to equal -1. So I've got the two values, and with that, I can look at the graph and see that where it's less than 3 is that far left over there, less than the -5, and then it jumps over to that vertical asymptote, and it continues to the infinity like that. And then the equals, the part from the solving will get the square bracket, and the part from the denominator always has the parentheses. And the greater than is just that little bit in the middle there. And then with the equals bar, you see it. So this one to me was just a little bit easier than setting up the whole chart and everything. But feel free, if you want to go through that, take a shot like that. Like the first example, solve it so it's compared to 0, positive, negative sign chart, or like the second example, just once you've got those two values, take your test values, plug it in, greater than, less than 3 in this particular case. And we're done.